Ho 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 ho! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. My name is Ace. Once again, I'm proud to present another Christmas Stories playthrough. That's right, we're going way back into the first Christmas Story game called the Nutcracker, released in December 2012. So that is a long time ago, as you can hear. This is the very first time that I'm going back, at least it's a debut for me, to play some of the very first Hopper games. Or around the era of the first types of Hopper games. So this is definitely going to be a nostalgic playthrough for me, because I haven't played any of the older games as of yet, so I think this is the first game that we actually go way back in time. So, the first Christmas story is the Nutcracker, written, I suppose it's the, it's a interpretation of the famous German fairy tale called the Nutcracker, where you have the tin soldier turning into a wooden doll to save the princess from the Rat King. I suppose that this is what it's all about. So, this is a Big Fish title, and it is developed by Elephant Games. Well. So, we got the collector's editions for it. That means we got a ton of goodies, and I hope there is a bonus chapter in the end. I actually don't know. We can take a look. Let's just take a look quickly. Yeah, there is a bonus chapter. So, just as we used to. So, let's just jump into the game, shall we? I'm actually dying to see what this is all about. So sit back and relax. Alright, so it looks like we got invited to the Christmas ball of the Royal Palace. I can already feel the vibe. Look at this. The snow is falling. Everything is decorated. And you can definitely see we're back in time. You can almost for certain say that we're back in time, because look at the graphics. It's totally different from the Elephant games that we're used to today. I would rather say it looks more detailed, more crisp, more... I don't know. Compared to today. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, it looks like I can't lock my inventory. What's the shame? Anyway, would you like some interactive help? Oh, yes, please. I don't know anything about the old games. Click on the back to take a closer look. Click twice to open it. Ah. Lots of sparkles indicate areas where you can zoom in and look for clues. Click here to zoom in. Alright, so we've got the first hidden object game, or scene of the game. Got some fancy sparkle. It looks like I can lock the inventory right there. I got an invitation in my inventory already. But it looks like this doorman is sleeping on the job. Alright, let's take a look here. Find all the objects from the list at the bottom of the screen. Items in blue need some additional actions to be found. So the blue ones are the ones we need to do something about. Look how fine everything is. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at it. I must say. Alright, let's take a look. Do we have any notes in here? I don't know, actually. Alright, we got a cogwheel beneath my mouse. The ball's coming apart at the seams. Oh no. It's falling apart. So my cursor changes to a hand when I can interact with something, and a cogwheel if I need to do something. I can tell time with this. No. You're absolutely right. Let's start by finding an egg. Got a small one down here. Burning candle. Ah, that was the clock. Hands. The candle isn't burning. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's fizzing. So I guess we need to mend the baseball somehow. A cinnamon bun. Or a roll, or whatever you call these in English. There we go. Good as new. Let's find a bell. I would also assume that since we're back in time, in the early Hobbit days, the difficulty might be a tad harder than what we're used to today. I actually don't know, but I would assume so, since the early days were quite hard. If I'm not mistaken, and I remember correctly. Found the bell. Got a button somewhere. That's a button. I don't think that's a button. It looks like a lid. A button. I hope you can understand my words. I'm starting to have a jammed nose, if you can call it that. So do bear with me if I don't. All my words sounds a little bit funny now and then. I hope I can get rid of it in time before it's actually clock up totally. Cherries. We do get into the season of clocked up noses and stuff. So we've just had a rather weekly period of cold weather. So maybe that's the reason. Carrot. Safety pin times 2. That's not a safety pin. That's a paper clip. We got a gold watch. An inkwell. An inkwell right here. A spoon. I don't know if you can hear the actual ambience of the game, but you can hear the snow falling, touching the ground here and there, and the occasional wind blowing in between into the trees. I love it already. Number 12. Ta-da! I got a bell. This is your inventory. Hover the pointer at the bottom of the screen to bring up the inventory. Click on the bell and pick it up, and then wake the butler with the bell. I guess the poor butler fell asleep waiting for guests. How can I wake him up? That's a good idea.
Good evening. I'm sorry, you're too late. The ball is over, but you're welcome to look under the Christmas tree for your gift. That is, if you have an invitation. Do you?
So the ball is already over. I'm late. And that was a new way to do in-game conversations with a still picture of a man. Anyway. Uh-oh, I can't find my invitation. Well, it's not a new thing since this is an old game, but still, it's new for me. Let's give him the invitation. Click here to move to the next location. But I'm not done out here. So we can go to the Christmas Hall. The Christmas Ball at the Royal Palace. Christmas Eve, December 24th. I've waited my whole life to attend the Christmas Ball. So this is just an interactable window? It is, yes, but... So here are the famous Nutcracker and Rat King. Got some screws. A toy. The rat doesn't look friendly. Judging by the cape and the crown, it must be some kind of king rat? Yeah. It's a Nutcracker. I used to love those as a kid. Got a crest up here. It looks rather torn. Someone damaged the shield. Yeah. It looks pretty rough and missing some pieces. There is a rat down here. This rat does not look friendly. He's using a can opener as a weapon. It looks like a spear. What on earth? A rat on 2 feet? Yeah. He's definitely not playing around. It's guarding something, and it won't let me get near. The animation looks really good. Alright. We definitely need something. Alright, let's just go into the Christmas Hall. Wow. Wow, look at that. My goodness, this looks beautiful. It's a pity the party is over, but maybe there's still a present for me under the tree. Wow, look at this. Look at the tree. It's absolutely huge. And we got confetti and stuff all over the place. They definitely threw a ball in here. I can go to the kitchen door already. Yeah, that's correct. I do remember some games that you didn't have to do anything. They were automatically already open. So, not like what we're seeing today. Ambience is lovely. Wow, what a tree. Yeah, absolutely. What a tree. Just look at all the wonderful decorations. This is truly a grand holiday hall. It absolutely is. It's insane. They definitely did a good job. Look at the moon shafts coming in through the window. Let's check beneath the tree. So many bright and festive gifts. I just love this tradition. It looks like we got a princess box here. Uh-oh. On guard, look who just popped out here.
Hey, you have to help me. The Rat King, he kidnapped Princess Mary. I'm Albert. I got into the house disguised as a Christmas gift. I found Mary, but the rats attacked us. I couldn't fight them. It was awful. They took Mary. I followed them as far as the garden, but couldn't squeeze between the bars and the gate. Please help us.
Oh no. Alright, so we met the Nutcracker. So he's worried about the princess because the Rat King and his fellow soldiers kidnapped her. You never know what you're going to get when you unwrap a present, you know? Alright, click the map button if you want to see the map. This is your map. You can travel to different locations from here. Alright? So we got a little legend out here. Oh, look at that. So the pictures pop up when I hover over them. I should come here later. Okay, so there's something new here. There is a black, I don't know, it's a coffee cup or something. If it tells me I'm not done with the scene. And if I can do something, and I'm here, okay. But I will use the old-fashioned way of walking back and forth. Oopsie! Collect hidden dolls, okay. So we can collect 25 hidden dolls, and they were in the small zoom zones apparently. Okay, so that's one of the collectibles. I've got a handle. Let's see what's inside this. Wow. A sparkling gem. Mary and her Nutcracker belong in these boxes. It's part of the Christmas match. Look at that. So when we find the princess and the Nutcracker in the last part of the game, this is one of the games where you have to walk back and forth all the way into the entire game, I imagine. Because we need to deliver both dolls here. Okay. We're definitely in for the nostalgic way. I think that what I needed to do is help the Nutcracker find his princess and then bring them both back here where they belong. Alright, let's do that. We'll definitely need to remember when we need to use the different stuff then. Hallelujah. I love it already. What is this? It's some kind of puppet theater, but it's locked. I need all the toys shown on the curtain. I got the first... skate. Listen to that music. Wow. We got something up here. The fresco seems to be missing a piece. It does, yes. So, is there anything else that I can click on? It's hard to see these sparkling areas, but it's part of the nostalgic thing, at least in my view. How awful! Someone has stolen a gem from this armor. There you go, mister. And he gave me a shield section. His armor is blocking the door. I need to move it somehow. This armor. That emblem on the chest. I know I've seen it somewhere. Isn't it the one that I need outside? So he needs to grab something. A weapon, maybe? Wow, this is beautiful. I don't want to leave. This is so... Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's try and move into the kitchen. I think I've seen everything I can open. Let's move into the kitchen. Or at least the door. Who's that cat down there? What's this? Alright, so there was another hidden doll there. Let me just check out here, because I didn't see anything. Let's hope we get all the dolls then. I don't know if that's the only collectible. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked anything. Elephant Games tutorials are kind of buggy. When you do something you're not supposed to do until the tutorial tells me, and then the rest just stop. I don't know, maybe it's part of the tutorial. He's still sleeping? It just went back to sleep. And let's just put this crest in here. Now I just need the last part. I don't know what to use a handle for. Can we fight him? Whoopsie! Good job, Nutcracker. So the game actually told me something, but I was a tad too fast. Need to slow down a bit. We got a flower. A pretty petite flower. How about this? Is there anything I need to do here? It could also just be a... Ah, crisp... Oh, yeah. We need to use him here? I like how he's moving about. Maybe it's just because of the nose that we're used to. Alright, let's move it. Let's try and move it. So this is a kitchen. It just a kitchen door. But it's a small hall. What's wrong with you? Oh, they trapped it. Okay, the Rat King. Yeah, of course. Of course the cats are here. What was that? A star? Why did it say it like that? A screwdriver. The chain isn't very strong. I think I can file right through it. Poor little cat. It's blue. You can hear the floorboards crack. It's locked. Is that a symbol? What does it mean? That's a good question. Oopsie. So we got a screwdriver and some screws. I guess it's for the handle. Well, here's the other part of the crest.
I guess they didn't think it was important to decorate the door. Come any closer and you'll be my next snack.
Okay. So the door is pretty angry that they didn't decorate it. Got the last seal section.
I guess they didn't think it was important to decorate the door. Come any closer and you'll be my next snack.
So we need to decorate it. Do we need to use a star? Oops, maybe I'm just tired. Oops. Anyway, we've got a cabinet here. I can't open this closet without a handle. There we go. We've got 2 screws and a screwdriver. Let's see what's inside. Ah. Alright, so we got the first puzzle. Press the info button to get a hint about how to solve the puzzle. If you get stuck, you can click the reset button to reset. You can also skip the puzzle by clicking the skip button after it charges. I guess this is just how we need to do it. Rotate the rings with the help of the arrows to the left to restore the picture. The active ring is highlighted in blue. Okay. So we just need to align. Of course they're connected. So the neighboring one or the one moving. This I don't understand. Alright, so we aligned this one. Let me just see. This definitely... That looks correct.